Hello and welcome to First Chapter Friday. Today I'm going to be reading from the Warrior series, the very first book that started it all, called Into the Wild, by Erin Hunter. This series has had a huge following and many spin-offs, so if you end up liking this and get into this series, there's a ton to read. It's actually about these fierce warrior cats in this fantasy world. And it's basically for generations. These 4 clans of wild cats have shared this one forest, living by the laws that their ancestors set. But this code is starting to be broken, and the Thunder Clan cats are in a lot of danger. The kind of bad, evil clan that's called the Shadow Clan is growing stronger, and a lot of warriors are dying, and the deaths are getting more and more mysterious. And in the midst of all this, an ordinary house cat named Rusty kind of comes into the picture, and he may end up being the fiercest warrior of them all. I know a lot of kids kind of see the cover and think, warrior cats. But the kiddos I've talked to who've read this just say they get so into the action and the adventure of it all, they forget it's cats and they just see it as these warriors. So if you like a big action-packed fantasy book, this might be for you, and give it a chance, whether you like cats or not. So for this First Chapter Friday, we're actually going to be reading the prologue. A half moon glowed on smooth granite boulders, turning them silver. The silence was broken only by the ripple of water from the swift black river and the whisper of trees in the forest beyond. There was a stirring in the shadows, and from all around, lithe, dark shapes crept stealthily over the rocks. Unsheathed claws glinted in the moonlight. Wary eyes flashed like amber. And then, as if on a silent signal, the creatures leapt at each other. And suddenly, the rocks were alive with wrestling, screeching cats. At the center of the frenzy of fur and claws, a massive dark tabby pinned a bracken-colored tom to the ground and drew up his head triumphantly. "Oakheart," the tabby growled, "how dare you hunt in our territory? The Sunning Rocks belong to Thunder Clan. After tonight, Tiger Claw, this will be just another River Clan hunting ground," the bracken-colored tom spat back. A warning yell came from the shore, shrill and anxious. "Look out! More River Clan warriors are coming!" Tiger Claw turned to see sleek, wet bodies sliding out of the water below the rocks. The drenched River Clan warriors bounded silently up the shore and hurled themselves into battle without even stopping to shake the water from their fur. The dark tabby glared down at Oakheart. "You may swim like otters, but you and your warriors do not belong in this forest." He drew back his lips and showed his teeth as the cat struggled beneath him. The desperate scream of a Thunder Clan she-cat rose above the clamor. A wiry River Clan tom had pinned the brown warrior flat on her belly. Now he lunged toward her neck with jaws still dripping from his swim across the river. Tiger Claw heard the cry and let go of Oakheart. With a mighty leap, she knocked the enemy warrior away from the she-cat. "Quick, Mousefur, run," he ordered, before turning on the River Clan tom who had threatened her. Mousefur scrambled on her paws, wincing from a deep gash on her shoulder, and raced away. Behind her, Tiger Claw spat with rage as the River Clan tom sliced open his nose. Blood blinded him for an instant, but he lunged forward regardless and sank his teeth into the hind leg of his enemy. The River Clan cat squealed and struggled free. "Tiger Claw!" The yowl came from the warrior with a tail as red as fox fur. "This is useless. There are too many River Clan warriors." "No, Redtail, Thunder Clan will never be beaten," Tiger Claw yelled back, leaping to Redtail's side. "This is our territory." Blood was welling around his broad black muzzle, and he shook his head impatiently, scattering scarlet drops into the rocks. "Thunder Clan will honor your courage, Tiger Claw, but we cannot afford to lose any more of our warriors," Redtail urged. "Blue Star would never expect her warriors to fight against these impossible odds. We will have another chance to avenge this defeat." He met Tiger Claw's amber-eyed gaze steadily, then reared away and sprang onto a boulder at the edge of the trees. "Retreat, Thunder Clan, retreat!" he yelled. At once, his warriors squirmed and struggled away from their opponents. Spitting and snarling, they backed toward Redtail. For a heartbeat, the River Clan cats looked confused. Was this battle so easily won? Then Oakheart yelled a jubilant cry. As soon as they heard him, the River Clan warriors raised their voices and joined their deputy in caterwauling their victory. Redtail looked down at his warriors. With a flick of his tail, he gave the signal, and the Thunder Clan cats dived down the far side of the Sunning Rocks and disappeared into the trees. Tiger Claw followed last. He hesitated at the edge of the forest and glanced back at the blood-stained battlefield. His face was grim, his eyes furious slits. Then he leaped after his clan into the silent forest. In a deserted clearing, an old gray she-cat sat alone, staring up at the clear night sky. All around her in the shadows, she could hear the breathing and stirrings of sleeping cats. A small tortoiseshell she-cat emerged from a dark corner, her paw steps quick and soundless. The gray cat dipped her head in greeting. "How is Mouse Fur?" she meowed. "Her wounds are deep, Blue Star," answered the tortoiseshell, settling herself on the night cool grass. "But she is young and strong. She will heal quickly." "And the others?" "They will all recover too." Blue Star sighed. "We are lucky not to have lost any of our warriors this time. You are a gifted medicine cat, Spotted Leaf." She tilted her head again and studied the stars. "I'm deeply troubled by tonight's defeat. ThunderClan has not been beaten in its own territory since I became leader," she murmured. "These are difficult times for our clan. The season of New Leaf is late, and there have been fewer kits. ThunderClan needs more warriors if it's to survive." "But the year is only beginning," Spotted Leaf pointed out calmly. "There will be more kits when Greenleaf comes." The gray cat twitched her broad shoulders. "Perhaps. But training our young to become warriors takes time. If ThunderClan is to defend its territory, we must have new warriors as soon as possible." "Are you asking StarClan for answers?" meowed Spotted Leaf gently, following Blue Star's gaze and staring up at the swath of stars glittering in the dark skies. "It is at times like this that we need the words of ancient warriors to help us. Has StarClan spoken to you?" Blue Star asked. "Not for some moons, Blue Star." Suddenly, a shooting star blazed over the treetops. Spotted Leaf's tail twitched and the fur along her spine bristled. Blue Star's ears pricked, but she remained silent as Spotted Leaf continued to gaze upward. After a few moments, Spotted Leaf lowered her head and turned to Blue Star. "It was a message from StarClan," she murmured. A distant look came into her eyes. "Fire alone can save our clan." "Fire?" Blue Star echoed. "But fire is feared by all the clans. How can it save us?" Spotted Leaf shook her head. "I do not know," she admitted, "but this is the message StarClan has chosen to share with me." The ThunderClan leader fixed her clear blue eyes on the medicine cat. "You've never been wrong before, Spotted Leaf," she meowed. "If StarClan has spoken, then it must be so. Fire will save our clan." So, I hope you enjoyed that prologue to Warriors #1, Into the Wild. It's the original Warriors series. And like I said, it's action-packed. I know at first it takes a little bit of getting used to the warriors being cats, but there is so much action and adventure and conflict going on in this book. It's very easy to get lost in the story. So if you are interested, we do have a whole, like all of the first series and I think just about all of the spin-off series as well here in the Thornton Library. But you can also get them at public libraries or in bookstores and on Amazon. So happy reading.